Hi, my friends. Welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Thursday already. Oh my goodness. I am ready to show you our cute November club. So, yeah, I have our blocks that we're going to do. I don't want to put too far. All the pieces will go flying. So, we are reindeer themed this month because this is our November file, which is for December. So, our Christmas ornaments and our blocks for our leaning ladder and our little sign are all reindeer themed. Isn't that so cute? Little reindeer. He has the presents next to him. So they are all going to match and go together. I know there's a lot of you that get all of the things. So some of you just get the ornaments, some of you just get the blocks, but this month maybe you want everything. Plus, there are little reindeer standers. Yes, so there's ornaments, there's a little free sign that comes with that. There's an add-on that you can get that's the standers that are like kind of like the theme, like we did the elves and we've done the ducks and all that. So there's little reindeers like that. And then this is the freebie. This little guy here is the freebie when you purchase the blocks and the insert for the hello sign. So go ahead and say hello when you're hopping on, and I am going to turn this around so you can see everything. I'm going to put you down to the table so you can see just how adorable this is. I'll have to take the blocks out though because you're not going to see the entire thing. You see almost all of it. Anyways, go ahead and say hello. These are going to be so cute. Can't wait to get them all the way done. The only thing I pre-painted was the insert for the hello sign, and I did the joy. Okay, so this is your freebie. When you get the blocks, oh, my eyes itchy this morning, and the insert for the hello. I will put this separately, so if anybody wants to buy it separately, I just haven't done it yet. So I will post this separately. It's so darn cute. So anyways, same little reindeer for all of these things. So I'll put him over here. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and say hello. I'll get shared to VIP group. I have to take all these little blocks out of here. This is our little house. See our little house? Okay, so if you haven't started yet, it is not too late to start. You can always catch up. The files, the kits are there for a few years. We leave them for a few years. So there's people that are purchasing the ones from last year still. So we're still selling those. There's people that started halfway through the year and are catching up. So these are always discounted already. So when there is a sale, these are not included in the sale because they already have a discount on them. So I will get you the link in just a moment. But aren't these going to be so cute? These little blocks. And the other option, if you don't want to put it in the house, you can purchase the easels. So these can just go in the easels on a shelf. So if you want to do that instead. Okay, let me get this shared over to VIP group. Go ahead and say hello. So I know you're there. I am going to try to share this. On a shelf. Turn down my volume. Oh my goodness. Let me see here. It's becoming more and more difficult because they're hiding buttons. Let me see. Okay, where's groups? Under more, it's like way inside. Oh my goodness. Now I can't find it today. No, I can't find it. I did find it yesterday. So yesterday I was able to find it. Today it's just hiding. Share on Facebook. Maybe I can do it that way. Share on Facebook. But what do I want to share? Oh, there we go. Okay. To, no, not to public. Yeah. Oh, nope, that's not it. Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm gonna have to share it later. It's not letting me share. Why? Why? It's been difficult lately. It has been. So, anyways, let me get you the link for these so that you have that. This is in the, these are the monthly kits. So, let me go to that. Let me just give you the monthly kit collection link so you can purchase. And I'll show you the hello sign up close too, so that you have that, and then we'll get started. Oh my goodness, hello. Now it doesn't want to let me, comment. Where's my comments? Okay, there we go. Ooh, they keep changing everything. Yes, it's been a struggle with Facebook lately. It really has. Yeah. For a while there, I could share everything. But yep. All right. Well, we are just gonna go with it. I'll share it later. Okay. All right. So here's the hello sign. So I showed you the joy. Some people are just hopping on. So I'm going to show you the hello sign. So this is fairly basic. I don't think that we need a tutorial. The reindeer is going to be the same on all of these. So easy peasy. Do the little gifts. Do each bow. And then the reindeer is going to be the same as the other reindeer faces and then the lights. So I'm not going to do a separate tutorial for this because it's fairly basic. Okay, so there's that. So that's the insert for the hello sign. Super cute. Here's the little freebie. When you buy these blocks and the hello sign insert, you get this free. Okay, so this little joy. But I will put this on there separately. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. I don't know what the deal is, but I can't do it from my phone. They changed the buttons on my phone. So let me go ahead and see who's here. Hi, Julie. How are you? Hi, Carrie. Good morning. Hi, Melissa over on YouTube. Hi, Bridget. Hey, Karen Ross. Good morning, Sherry. Hi, Doris. Hey, Lori. Hi, good morning, Carol. Hi, Betty. How are you? Hey, Billy. You've been painting it all night, trying to get things done for your craft show this weekend. Oh my goodness, you sound like me. I have a craft show not this week, but the next. But I do have Sunday's going to be taken up because I have to count tags with Sandy. So, so I'm trying to get a lot done. I did this all night, and then one laser was cutting an order, a big order all night long, till like really dark 30. Late. Hi, Carol. How are you? Hey, Pam. Good morning. Hi, Michelle. Good morning, Sylvia. Hi, Holly. How are you? Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Deb. You're home. Oh, good. I'm glad you're back home. Nice. This is no, we're going to keep rolling. So we started in January this year with the new ones. So we had in January, we had February style. We had Valentine's style blocks. We will be doing December. We'll be doing another one of these. And then we have something new. In January, we'll be starting a new club. So we'll be doing like a new type of inserts, or changeables. You know, we have something in mind. So yes, we have one more month, and then we'll be starting new stuff. So, okay, let me get all this up here. Let's get this on our boards. I don't know if everything's going to fit on one. We'll kind of play it by ear. My tape is looking like it needs new tape. I don't think there's enough on there. I think I'm going to have to just wing it. Okay, we're just going to have to go with this tape today. I'll have to change it out tomorrow before we do anything. Okay, so let me get this. Oh, it comes apart. All right, so just kind of taking things apart here. Here's his muzzle. The muzzle is going to be done in light buttermilk, and then the antlers will be in burlap. And let's see, the reindeer itself is done in sable and milk chocolate. We're going to use small brushes. Okay, so this is going to go here. I'm trying. Okay, so all I have to do here is the green. Okay, here's the nose. That's black. Okay, I'm seeing if I can put everything on here. I might have to use a second board, but maybe, just maybe, I will be able to fit it all. I'm not sure. I'll start over here. We'll start over here. There's a piece of glue on there. Of course there is. Okay, so his hooves are that color. The bow is going to be red. The package is going to be, no, the bow's green. Package is red. Muzzle is my light buttermilk. Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to keep all my ducks in a row, all my reindeers in a row. Okay, that, and then antlers. Okay, all right, so I think that what I'll do is I'll put the words up here and I'll put the board on here, or I could just, yeah, let's do this. Let's put the words here, and then the board part can go here. Okay, so I'm going to do a wash on these. I know I normally paint completely, but I'm going to do a wash. Okay, so on this, I'm going to do green, and then I'm going to do black. Yeah, this is breaking in half. I'm just going to break it in half. There we go. It's probably going to break anyways. And then Christmas. Let me see if I have enough space here. Okay, so Kisses is black, and also Wishes is black. So maybe I can put those two on the same line. Kisses and Wishes is black. Okay, let's do this. Let's move this around. Okay, so we have green and red, and then we have black for these. Okay, so one down here and one here. Okay, and then this one. So we're going to do a wash. This is going to be the center tile. So we're going to do light buttermilk, and we're going to do a wash. Okay, maybe I have one that's already watered down. Okay, I think so. Yeah, let's add a little bit of water. So let's just get this done. Let's get the blocks done first. I'll add some water to this. So, hi Chris, how are you? Oh, you just got your order in. Thank you, Betty. You don't see the blocks posted. Okay, hang on. Let me see if it's not active. Okay, so sometimes that happens where blocks only. Okay, it is right here. Oh, it says 0 available. Thank you. Thank you. So it didn't put the right picture on there. That's the problem. Okay, so it has the wrong picture. Yeah, it has the Thanksgiving pictures in with it. So ignore that. I don't think I can fix that right this second, but it has 0 available. So let me go ahead and add. Okay. All right. So just ignore that it has the Thanksgiving pictures as well. Thank you for letting me know. I think I fixed it now. Okay. Let me double check that. Sometimes I have to go out and back in. Okay, so it should be ready now. Let me give you the link. I'll give you the direct link. So sometimes when I do it, okay, come on Facebook. Sometimes I don't It was late when I was adding everything. I'm surprised I got it added. It was very late, but I did take a nap, so I don't feel bad. I stayed up late because I did take a nap. Okay, light buttermilk. There's the link. That's for the blocks. So if you need all of it, I did see that was ready to go. Okay, so light buttermilk. Thanks for letting me know, because sometimes I don't know until someone tells me, like, days later. Sometimes I don't make it active. You know, anything can happen in the process, especially when it's late at night. Okay, so light buttermilk. I'm just doing a wash. We will do green on one. Okay, so there's that. I can set that to the side. I want to do like a light green on this one. I think on this one, or should I do light red? Maybe I should do red, because I needed to grab red anyways. Where's my Tuscan red? Where are you? That's not you. Okay. All right, so I need to water some down, but I don't want to water down my whole thing. So I'm just going to put some in here and water it down a little bit. So we'll do red, and then we'll do light green. So I'm just going to spray some water in there and mix it up. I just want like a light background. Okay. How is everybody? I'm so excited for these. I can't wait to see how they look, because I think they're going to be so cute. I think. So the ornaments are going to be cute too, and the little standers. I'm really excited about the standers. They are going to be adorable. I need to make probably, I don't know how many sets. I probably need to make like 6 sets so that I have them for my craft show. I need more things, more standing things for my Christmas area. My next craft show, I have a big area to fill. So I for my Christmas area. So I definitely need to make sure that I have everything ready. I think I'm going to take the medium Hauser green and water it down. I think I want the darker green, and we'll water it down. Go ahead and say hello when you're hopping on. Let me know what you're doing this weekend. What is up? Who has craft shows? Are you ready for your craft show? I'm glad I don't have a craft show this weekend. I'm very grateful. Grateful for a weekend off. So it'll be a weekend spent making product, and this time of year, there's no rest for the weary. I'll be making product, and I will be counting price tags from, even though I'm not in charge anymore, I am going to be teaching Sandy how to reconcile a craft show, because she has never done one where there's the tags. She hasn't had to count the tags and tally everything up. So, okay, there's my green. Okay, so we have our red, we have our green. Okay, now we can keep going. So, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate it. Hey, Barb, how are you? Hi, Tracy. Hey, Lynn. Billy, you're not ready. Gosh, you know, it's so hard, isn't it? But here's the thing. When I do a craft show, I always say, I'm not ready. But it always works out. It always works out that we do end up having enough. Whatever you have will be just fine. It will be enough. Okay, so let's do our medium Hauser green. Let's do everything that is medium Hauser green. The word reindeer. Those letters want to separate. They are barely connected. So if you get your letters and they're not stuck together at all, like that N and that D, they're wanting to come apart from each other. It's okay, because you're just going to glue it onto the board. This is going to go onto the light buttermilk board. Okay. This is light green. Okay, so I don't need that. So I do need to do my wreath. So my wreath is also the same green. And then we will sponge on some of the light green. Okay, so there's my wreath. So this is medium Hauser grain. Okay, let's do our red for our Christmas. So we'll just kind of work down. I actually used, in making everything last night, because I had so many different colors, I used 3 of these trays. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. And doing the faces on the reindeers, there's a lot of detail, so I'm just kind of working down, and then we'll start doing our cute little reindeers. The faces, I have to use the small angle brushes because there's some detail on it, some different colors, like on see here how around the eyes, this is a different color than this part here, the forehead. So I'll show you how to do that. So we'll just use our angle brushes. If you don't have them, you need to go get some. This is the angle, it's an angle. So they're angle brushes, or get the ones off of Amazon. You get them from Hobby Lobby. You can get them from your, from Michael's. So either one. Okay, this. And then the bow for this is, yeah, this is red. Okay. So should we do a Rudolph nose? One of them as Rudolph. We could do that. We could do one of, here's the noses. Noses are separate. I think I want to do this one here that has the wreath. I want to do his nose, a Rudolph nose. So just do it red. Okay, let's get started with our reindeer. Well, let's do this. This is black. And then the hooves and the nose are black. So, hey, Sarah, how are you? Hi, Silvana. Good morning. So this is our monthly kit. It is reindeer themed. Everything is reindeer themed with it. So it's, yeah, it's going to be so cute. Cannot wait to see all of this all the way done. Okay, so black for, we'll need black for the eyes too. Oh, this bow's, oh, that's light green. Okay, yeah. The words are black. Words are black. And the nose and the hooves are black. Okay. And then let me look at my cheat sheet over here. Okay, his legs are cut off at that, so don't have to worry about his hooves. Okay. All right, there's that. Okay, let's get started on our reindeer. Let's do part of the face part, because guess what? We have to use our brush, and I decided that the easiest thing to do is, oops, this almost jumped off. Easiest thing to do on the reindeer is going to be to do the center part first, because that's the hardest part. The center, his forehead part, we're going to do that first. Okay, so that is going to be dark brown. It's going to be our, oh, thank you, Laura. It's going to be our milk chocolate. Okay, so milk chocolate is going to be the center forehead part. And then around the eyes is going to be sable brown, and the top of the ears is sable brown. And then we have pink. We have our vintage pink for the inside the ears. Somehow I have red paint. Let me let me get a Clorox wipe. I somehow must have touched this with my brush. And I don't need yellow for anything. I have it out here, but I don't need it for anything. Okay. All right. Wipe my hands off. You guys, you can't take me anywhere. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use a small brush, and I am going to do maybe this one that's angled. Okay. So I'm going to do the forehead first. Okay. So we could do the forehead, and then we could do the pink part, and then we'll go back and we'll do the other part, the sable brown. Okay, so I was thinking last night when I did this that it was easier to just pick it up and do it, but I'm going to try to do it with it sitting on here. I'm going to try. And then we have to do the antlers and the muzzles And the body. Yeah, there's a lot of different colors on this cute little reindeer, but he turns out so cute. So all of the reindeers are going to be done this same way. So you will need some brushes that are good, like this. I suppose you could do it all the same color, but it's just not going to look the same. It's gonna be super cute to do the multiple colors. Okay, so oh my goodness, we have so many things going. Working on the orders from the sale, you guys. There's a lot of orders still. I'm helping Tara now. One particular large order that I was working on late last night. And then another one I'm going to finish up this morning. So, anyways, we're getting the orders out. Thank you for being so patient. And I'm going to try to get to messages today. I have not even looked at any messages. Yesterday was just, I had to get caught up with my bookkeeping job. And then after that, in the afternoon, I started running orders until I ran till 1 o'clock this morning. Okay, so that's chocolate brown, milk chocolate. Same thing. Milk chocolate, chocolate brown. Okay, let's do the ears. So ears are going to be vintage pink. So I'm going to get vintage pink out. So cheekies are going to be that color too. Okay, so the ears is just the bottom part. And I only did one coat because I kind of thought that it looked better to just do it so it's a little transparent. So doing that. And then we'll get the muzzle and the antlers done, and we'll go back, and I need to do the bow. This bow's light green. That's the light Hauser green. So anything going on with you guys? Oh, you guys, I have the best news. Okay. So I know some people probably missed the outcome of the, remember the dog that looked like Chloe, and he took it to get it scanned, but the microchip number was incomplete. I don't know if the vet scanned it wrong or what happened, or if they wrote it down wrong. Anyways, when they gave me the microchip number, it wasn't anywhere close to Chloe's number. It wasn't the same company, nothing like that. So none of the numbers really were the same. So we knew it wasn't her. So I sent him a microchip reader. I sent him a microchip reader through Amazon, and because he's up in the mountains, it didn't get there until Monday. So I was at the craft show Monday, and he sent me a message. He says, I have the microchip reader. Thank you so much. I'll be able to help so many animals. And he proceeded to scan the dog that he had found. It's actually that his neighbors that had been put in his neighbor's yard. So the whole thing was, we didn't know if somebody abandoned the dog or if they just saw the dog and they put it in his yard because they wanted to keep it safe. We didn't know the whole story. So anyways, here's the really cool thing is that he was able to find the owner. So in me sending him the microchip reader enabled him to find the owner. And okay, let me look at my sample. The antlers are burlap. Okay, antlers are burlap. The muzzle is light buttermilk. Okay, so he was able to find the owner, and the owner lives close to him and was an older gentleman that didn't know how to go about finding his dog. Posting isn't on social media, would never have seen the post. I say that all the time. I say, people, not everybody's on social media. When somebody loses a dog, no, not everybody's on social media. You need to put flyers out. You need, if you found a dog, you need to put flyers out. If you lost a dog, you need to put flyers out. So none of that happened. Anyways, he found the owner, and this older gentleman He doesn't have family around here. This dog is his world. This dog is now home with his owner, and that dog was pretty much the only thing that man had in this world. That dog was his life. And he thought it was gone for 2 weeks. This other gentleman was taking care of it for 2 weeks, you guys. I cried happy tears when I read the text message last night. He's like, I have great news. I found the owner, and he's an older gentleman that lives by me, and this dog is about the only thing he has in the whole world, and he's so happy to have him home. And I was like, I was crying happy tears last night, you guys. And he said, the gentleman wants me to make sure that I thank everybody that helped. And that included me, because I sent him the microchip reader, which wasn't even $100. It was less than that. You know, guys, I was able to change the outcome of this whole thing and get this dog home because I was willing to spend the money and send this guy a microchip reader, you guys. And now he can help people in the area. I'm going to read comments in a second. I'm on a roll here. This is light Hauser green. So we did light buttermilk for the muzzle. We did burlap for the antlers. We're doing light Hauser green. Hauser light green. Is it Hauser light green? Yeah, Hauser light green for the bow. I was crying. I went in there and I was crying, and I'm like, I was telling my husband this story, and he's looking at me like, are you okay? What's wrong? You know? And I was like, you're not going to believe what happened. And I told him, and I'm just so grateful that because my husband's the one, he said, because we didn't know if it was Chloe. Okay. So here's the thing. Since losing Chloe, I have been able to help so many people get their pets back, or help so many people to find the owners of the dogs just by guiding them on what to do. Oh my gosh, guys, what a happy ending. And you know what? It doesn't even matter to me that, you know, yeah, it would have been, what a miracle would it have been if it would have been Chloe. But the fact that this gentleman, that dog was his world, and he lost his dog, and he thought his dog was gone forever. And 2 weeks later, he gets his sweet little pup back. I'm just like, I'm so grateful. God is so good, guys. I'm just so grateful to have been a part of it. And, you know, I want to go up there and I want to hug the man. And I said, did you ask him for visitation rights? Because this other gentleman had already named the dog and said, if I don't find the owner, I'm going to keep her. And her name is going to be Dolly. Well, do you know what the name of the dog was? It wasn't Dolly, but it was Sally. It was close. So anyways, he is going to keep in contact with the older gentleman, and he is going to go and visit. So isn't that just wonderful? Okay, let me read comments, because I just want to cry. You know, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay focused on this because I don't want tears flowing all over my project. But it is great news, Laura. I know it is. Yeah, sad that it wasn't Chloe, but yeah, happy ending. Now I can cry. Now I can cry. I'm just so grateful that the man was able to get his dog back. I mean, can you imagine your dog's gone for 2 weeks, and you're up there. He didn't know what to do. Some people don't know what to do when they lose a pet. They don't know the process, and if you're not on social media, you don't have contacts. So I know it's just amazing. And now the chip reader. So here's the thing. Well, thank you, Sherry. I'm just so grateful. Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing. So the person that has the chip reader, he said, we're going to use that here in our community. So when dogs get lost dogs get found, I will help them. I'll go scan the dog for a microchip. So I started something. And my husband is kind of the one that pushed for it because he really wanted to find out if it was Chloe. And he's like, well, how much is a microchip reader? He didn't have a clue how much they were. They're not that expensive. So the fact that now in this little mountainous community, it's about an hour from Big Bear. It's actually Crest Line, not Ridge Crest. I had it backwards. It's Crest Line. It's up kind of by Arrowhead. So it is in the mountains. They didn't have anybody right there in their area. They had to drive a half an hour to the vet. So now when an animal is found in the area, this guy that I sent the microchip reader to, he can go and he can scan the dog. So we just changed lives, guys. We just changed some lives. I am just so grateful for just being able to do things like that. You know, being able to have the finances to just say, you know what, I'm just going to send you a microchip reader. Guess what happens though to me? You guys, this is what happens to Darlene, because when he also got my next Amazon order, because silly Amazon, oh, it's so frustrating sometimes. It is so frustrating. What I will say is that I didn't check it carefully, because sometimes when you place an order, your next order ends up going to that person. Have you ever done that? How many times have I done it? Quite a few times. And so he's getting my filters that I ordered for my laser. So I'm going to have to send this guy a message this morning and go, you're going to be getting another Amazon order and it's not for you. So he probably should just refuse it, is what he should do. Can you believe that? So I ordered, we have a thing on the laser. My husband built this box that is like a pre-filter. So before it goes up through the roof to the outside, he has a pre-filter in there. So that Amazon order is being sent to the wrong person. Oh my goodness. Oh, these are black. Okay, he does have other black on him. Sorry. Sometimes I just get talking so much. I'm so glad I remembered to tell you guys. I was so excited to be able to tell you guys about that, because it's just such a wonderful outcome. And, you know, I still have hope that someday Chloe will be found, but I know, Tracy, it made my heart melt too. I was crying happy tears. I told him, oh my gosh, now you have me crying. Okay, so let me move this for a moment. And I am going to pick this up to do around the ears. So I need to do around the ears and around the eyes. This is sable brown. I am just so grateful to be able to help people and reunite people with their dogs from a distance by guiding and my experience. And I would not have known this. You know, we're coming up in January. It will be 2 years that Chloe's been gone. So 2 years ago, I would not have known how to use a microchip scanner. Now I can teach people. I can tell them exactly what to do. And I can also guide them on the steps to finding their pet. And just, you know, so out of ashes come good things, right? I don't know. Tell me the saying. Out of ashes come what? What is the saying? But anyways, good stuff comes out of bad stuff. So sometimes when you go through sad things, you're able to help other people. And it has been just horrible what happened, and losing Chloe has been like one of the worst things in the world. You know, my friends know that. my poor friend Sue that was there and even Sarah too, when I got the devastating news that she was missing, I fell apart. There was no consoling me. I wept loudly. I don't think I've ever heard those sounds come out of my body before in my entire life. I never have. So it just is a terrible, terrible thing. Oh, this has to be pink too. Let me get my other brush. Yeah, it's been life changing, to say the least, because I have learned things, and I have started down this road of helping so many animals. I mean, I don't think that it will ever change. I got tears rolling down my face, guys. I got tears that are dropping. I'm sorry. Sorry, sorry, sorry. It's just, I'm an open book. I tell it all. I do. I share it all. And I'm not afraid to cry, even though I'm such an ugly crier. I'm not a pretty crier. Some people cry and they're pretty. Um, oh gosh, Laura, thank you. Thank you. Uh, just, it is just amazing that being able to help other people because of the grief that you've gone through, because of the experience that you've had. Um, it's, I guess it's that way in life with so many things. Like people that have been through cancer, or, Sarah going through her heart surgery. She's able to help other people that are going through the same thing. It's, we always, there's always something good that comes out of the bad. Okay, it might be like our worst day in our life, but eventually there will be good that comes out of it. And I never would have thought that. I never would have thought that there could have been anything good at all. You know. I don't think I put the second coat on the brown. I'm going to have to go back and do that. I think I was talking too much. So I'll have to dry this and then do my second coat on the milk chocolate. I don't know if I did or not, because it's kind of, I don't know. It kind of looks okay. This one here doesn't look as good, but I think I skipped it. So, anyways, I got tears rolling down my cheeks. I can talk and still be crying. Once I start crying, I'm an ugly crier, and the tears don't stop easily. They just keep going. And I mean, it could be I'm tired too. It could be that I'm exhausted as well. But anyways, okay, so there's that. Let me get this done, and then I'll go back and I'll do the brown, and we'll do our second coat of sable. So this is sable brown, and then we use milk chocolate. So we're using 3 different colors on this. I know you can't really see this. Thank you. Thank you. You just got called into work. Oh, Deb, have a good day at work. Sorry. Sorry. I know that's kind of hard if you think you're going to have a day off, but hey, work is work. So, love you, sis. So I know some people, they don't know how, if you're newer, Deb is my half sister. We have the same mama. I was placed for adoption when I was 3 days old. I have a brother that has the same mom, same dad, that was placed for adoption the year before I was. And then a few years after that, my mama got remarried, and they had Debbie. So that's the story. So that is my birth mother is in the Modesto area still. So my mom that raised me, that adopted me, she passed away. She's the one that passed away a couple of years ago now from Alzheimer's. Okay, let's try this really quick, and I'll do the brown. I think everything else has all the coats that it needs. I think, or do I have to do? I think I have to do second coats on those still. But let's dry this first. So I did put a second layer on the brown. It kind of looks a little blotchy still. I'm gonna put a third layer. Maybe I just wasn't doing a good job. I might not have been doing a very good job. I know I can. There's a second layer on this. I can tell, but I don't think I did the top. I think I was more focused on my story. Sometimes I just talk. Guys, this is my therapy. So being able to create, being able to talk, and being able to share with you guys and do this every single day. I am just so grateful for you guys because it really helps me a lot. And I hope it helps some of you. Even if you never ever are able to purchase a kit or you don't even like to craft, but you're here to support me, I love you and I appreciate you. And I am just so grateful that I have been blessed to be able to do this. You know, God gives you those talents to share with others. It is he didn't give you talent to put under a basket. He gave you talent to share it with the world, whatever it is. We all have talents, whether it's creativeness or being able to help people, talking to people. Everybody has different types of talents, and sometimes you don't find yours till later on in life. But I promise you, we were all given talents, and we all need to share with the world. So this is mine. This is my talent to share with the world. Okay, let me get sorry, crying. My nose started running. That's my life, you know. Oh, you guys, I tell you. So let me get the chocolate brown. It'd be easier to have done both layers. I might have done a second layer, but it is not done enough. I think I did do it. I remember now doing a second layer, but it's kind of blotchy still. So I am just going to do a third layer to get it so it is nice and solid. And then we'll dry it really quick. We'll do our sable. And then we'll do our cheekies, our eyeballs. We'll ink it. We'll put it together. This is going to be so adorable. So this is the monthly kit. These are the blocks. You can get just the blocks. Oops. Like I got into the wrong area. You can get just the blocks. You don't even have to put in the ladder. You can order the easels if you want. If you want to just put it on a shelf and put them in the easels, you can do that. No big deal. But the house is still available. It's in the same section. You just have to scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll find it. Okay, so there's that. Okay, let's dry that really quickly and then I'll do the next layer the second layer of the sable brown. And then we'll do cheekies. And I have to do, there's like a little smile. It's kind of like a little smirk in a way. Kind of, sort of. Thank you, Betty. Thank you so much. Oh, what red is this? This is Tuscan red. And then I just watered it down for that. So this is all the same red. This one's just watered down a lot. So, and now I'm going to do, this is sable brown. I will do the areas that are on the face and the ears. So all of the reindeers are going to be done this way. You can do this, I promise. It just one step at a time. There are lines there, so you know exactly where to paint. Okay, so there's score marks. And you can see them even after you paint it. You can still see the score mark there because we're gonna ink some of the details. We'll use our little Q-tips to go around the eye area to make it stand out. Okay, there's that. And let's do sometimes it just is easier to turn it. When you have an area that's close to another area, sometimes it's easier to turn your project. So I was going to ask, does anybody follow, there's a gentleman that is on Instagram and he makes kids toys, Papa. So he makes kids toys, wooden toys, and he recently passed away. Does anybody follow him? Do you know who I'm talking about? It's the saddest thing. This older gentleman, he just started making videos this year. And his daughter actually explained a little bit about that just this week, that he had, he was bipolar and very, very shy most of the time. He loved to create the toys, and they would go to craft shows, and for most of the time he would just stay in the trailer. He'd let the wife and the daughters and everybody sell the toys. He just wanted to create them. This last year they talked him into doing videos, and so he started doing videos on Instagram showing how he creates the toys and talking about that. They were at a craft show set up a week ago. I think it's been a week now, and he collapsed to the floor, and they brought in the ambulance, took him to the hospital, and he had had a massive heart attack, and he died. And it just was so incredibly sad. It just broke my heart that happened. Oh my gosh, it was hard. It was hard knowing that, and knowing a fellow crafter that happened. I mean, we have a chocolate tour crafter that had an incident at a craft show and ended up in the hospital for a long time. She ended up being okay, but boy, oh boy, it just makes you think about life when things like that happen. Okay, I'm doing this so I can put the eyeballs in there. I need to do the eyeballs. I need to do cheekies. So, all right. Okay, so that's dry enough. Let's get our little cheeky thing. Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay, so we have our dauber. We do need to sponge this. We're going to use some of the lighter grain to sponge that. So we need to do that. There's little berries on there. But let's do cheekies first. So we have our vintage pink right here. I'm going to grab a paper towel. I always have paper towels over here. Most of the times they've been used for something, like to dry my chocolate tour stencils or when I'm cleaning the brushes. Okay, you're going to dab it to get most of that paint off. Okay, I'm kind of twisting because I don't want it to be really dark. Okay, then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do a little twist. Okay, so I'm going to have my cheekies right like that. Okay, got my cheekies. All right, so now I'm going to do my eyeballs. I'm going to grab a stylus and I'm going to do my eyeballs. Yeah. I know. I don't want to suffer either. I just want to just drop dead. I mean, that would be the way to go rather than suffering, right? It was just incredibly sad that happened because they have so many followers, and it crushed us. It crushed us to think that he's just gone, and his videos still pop up. I mean, so they have more craft shows. They're just starting craft show season. They have tons of orders, so they're having to get orders out. Other family members came in and they had to continue with the craft show. When they have a booth, I can't remember how many tents they had, like 5 or 6 tents put together. Great big huge area. It was an outside one, so great big huge area. The son-in-laws came in yesterday. There were 2 son-in-laws. They had a video of them working the machinery. I'm like, I hope they're going to continue his legacy. His wife helped with it. His daughter helped with it. But I'm hoping that the son-in-laws will hop in and do the woodworking. Or daughters, Daughters can do it too. Okay, I'm just using a stylus to draw the eyes. Okay, so there is an outline. So I can do the outline part. I'm going to be putting eyelashes on these. Maybe I should put eyebrows on Rudolph, and I'll put eyelashes on the other one. So I make one look like a girl and one look like a boy. But boys have eyelashes. Maybe just not quite as many eyelashes for him. This is so cute. So cute. I love the reindeer. So the ornament club is going to be reindeer themed also. The same reindeers, and there'll be ornaments, and then there'll be an additional thing, the standers. So there will be standers. So we are doing a reindeer theme. Okay, I need to get some white. Let's do some white. And then I also need to get some light green to sponge on. So white, my white is for on the nose and on the cheekies. So here, let's do the mouth first. Okay, so it's kind of like a little smirk. It's like this. It's right like that. Kind of like a half smile. It's not a full smile. Okay. So the line is there, so you can follow it. Okay. And then I'm going to do little dots for my, well, we should dry these because I need to do dots in those. But let's do our dots on our cheekies. I'm doing 3 dots at the top of each of the cheeks. And then on the nose too, we'll go across the nose. Okay, so I'm going to turn the nose sideways. And I'm going to just do kind of like a little line across. I'm just dragging the stylus. Okay, dip it in the paint. And guess what? I got some white on there. Dragging the stylus across the nose like a little line and then a dot. Okay, let me dry. I need to put white dots in the eyeballs. So let me dry the eyeballs. What was the guy's name? His name was Papa. That's all I know. Pam, all I know is online his name was Papa. It did not have his name. It just had Papa. So Papa's Toys. I'll try to share it with you guys. Because I mean they could use our continued support as far as watching, because here's the thing, they'll still be getting paid. You know, that's something that I'm sure that they really still need the money. Yeah, it just was Papa's Toys something on Instagram. Okay. All right, let me put a white dot in each of the eyes, and then we'll dry that, and then we'll do the, that one didn't go very well, the eyelashes. Okay. All right, let us dry that part. I'll just keep going around. Around and around and around we go. I need to sponge the wreath, and we need to do little red berries on it. So I'm going to get some of the light green. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. It's going to be so cute. I'm so excited. Okay, so we actually didn't need that much, but you know me. Okay, getting paper towel. And then I have these sponges. These are just those little round sponges we've used before. And I'm just going to dip it into the paint, and then I'm going to tap it on the paper towel and get most of that off, okay? And then I'm just going to go around and just kind of dab. I'm going to move this because I can see myself getting out of control a little bit. Okay, if you get too much, then pick up the other color and go back over it. But that looks good, okay? So we just kind of sponged it. Let's dry that. Let's put berries on there. We will use a paintbrush to put the red berries on. Okay. All right, we're good. Okay, so let me bring back in my one that has red in it. And we will do our Tuscan red. I love Tuscan red. It's a great red color. You can use Santa red. You can use primary red. It honestly it's up to you which one you use. Okay, I'm going to use a paintbrush. So I probably need a bigger one. The berries are bigger on this. Okay, so this is what it's like. Like, this is the small one. This is with the stylus. Okay, this will be with the paintbrush. All right, so I'm going to turn it kind of more straight on. I can see where the berries are, so I am just going to start? Let's start at the top so that I'm not dragging my hand through it. I'll kind of draw them on. Can probably get 2 berries out of each dip that I put my paintbrush and just kind of make it more round. Let's see the antlers there, the ears in the way here for part of that. So that it's not necessarily 3 berries, like behind here is the ear. There's only 1 berry there. So some places there's 3. Some places there's only 1 berry. So just do whatever, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just following, what is on here. Okay. This one has 2, and there's just 1 there, and then there's 3 here, and I think that's it. But there is one that's hiding there. I'm not going to put the one, I see one there, but guess what? The bow's there, and the bow's red, so I'm going to just leave that. Okay, so let's dry that, and then we are ready to start inking, I think. Nope, eyelashes after this. Okay, so let's dry, and then we'll do eyelashes, and then we'll ink. Okay, it's looking cute though. Hi Sheila, how are you? These take a while to dry, okay? So we may have to come back to this part. You don't really want it to bubble up. I'm trying to be careful with it. Yeah, a week from today, I will be setting up for my next craft show. So next Thursday, I set up for the next one. And I have to be there super early. So I already know next week my schedule is going to be off. Okay, they kind of rose up a little bit. I'm going to tap them down carefully. Yeah, I have to be up there really early. We have to unload our trailers, and then we get to sit and wait while they're doing the floor plan. But that's the way it is. We have a limited area of where we can unload, and so we have to take turns. We have to take turns doing it. Okay, I am gonna do eyelashes for Rudolph, but I'm only gonna do 2 on each side. On this little girl over here, I'm gonna call this one the girl. I'm gonna do 3, and I'm just using my marker. I like these markers. They're like a Sharpie, but they're called Identi pens. Identi pen. I-D-E-N-T-I. Identi pen. Okay. All right, so let's take everything off. Let's make sure it all fits together. I think we're good to go. All right. So we're going to take everything off, and then we'll ink everything. So everything, we want to make sure it all fits and that we painted it correctly. This is our opportunity to go, oh, I didn't do this or I didn't do that. Okay, it always happens. It does. It always happens to me. I always have something that I missed. Okay, here's the body. It hooks in with this. It does. It hooks right in there. It does. I promise. I promise it does. It's probably because, there we go. You just got to wiggle it right. Okay, so red on red. That's okay because it's going to be shaded. We're going to be inking the edge. Okay, that and that. And then look at how cute this is, you guys. You guys, look at how adorable. He is adorable. Okay, so we have our board over here that we did. Here's our one for the words. So we have reindeer kisses, Christmas wishes. All right. So fun. Hopefully it's all dry. There's my S. Christmas. Okay, so we have that. All right. And then we have this little guy. They are so adorable. Here's his present. Ooh, see? I didn't paint right here. I need to paint right there. So I need to grab my paintbrush really quickly and do that part. So yeah, the neck area here, because it'll show. And let me just dry that. I'll put a second coat. See? That's exactly what happens, is that this is when you find that you missed something. Okay. Okay, that was an easy fix. Okay. If that's the least of what we find, we are good. You could put polka dots on the bow to make it look a bit different. Oh yeah, I could put polka dots on the bow. Okay, let me ink it first, and then I will, because look at, this is a green bow on here, but that's okay because it's not right next to it. Yeah, I could put polka dots. Polka dots would be really cute. Thank you. Thank you for the idea. I need all the help I can get. All right. I was kind of thinking that when I did a wash on that, it would turn out less. Look at how cute that is. Okay, so let me move this board and then we can go in a little bit closer. So let me just scooch this off. We'll put this up here for a second. I'll move the board. And so it should be white polka dots on there. Maybe we should do that now so it can be drying. Maybe. Okay, so how about if I ink that so that, and then I'll do the polka dots and it can sit there. We'll come back to that. Great idea, Sarah. See? I need you guys. I gotta grab some Q-tips. I need to refill my drawer with Q-tips, guys. I'm getting low. Can you believe it? I can't. Okay, so there's like lines on here, so I want to get all that on there first, and then I'll do white polka dots strategically on there. Okay, so I just used that to get in the areas that I couldn't get in with the ink pad. Okay, so there's my bow. Okay, let me go closer for you guys. A little bit. Come on. There we go. A little bit. It's a little bit. Okay, let's move this over. Let's do white polka dots. Let me bring in my white. And I will just use the end of this paintbrush and do white polka dots here and there. Not too many, Darlene. Sometimes I do too many. Less is more. So perfect idea. Okay, great. I think that's really cute like that. Okay, so let me just dry that so a little bit, and then it will be continuing to dry. Great idea. Thank you. All right, guys. There we go. Okay, so tap down when they kind of raised up a little bit. They're just small though. Okay, guys, there we go. All right, let me give you the link again for these so that you have it. Let me give you the section. I'm going to give you the section so that you can go to it. Ignore that there's also Thanksgiving ones in there. I think I tried to get it out last night. I was so tired. I was actually laying in bed when I was adding these to the website. I kept dropping my phone. Yeah, okay. All right, let's start with this one. And then that way gives that a second to dry all the way. Okay, so we have to take everything off. And we'll just start with our board. Go around the edges. I like to ink the edges. If you don't want to do this, you don't have to. Totally up to you. It's your project. I just kind of show you what I do. Okay, all of the reindeers will be created the same way like this. Okay, so the ornament kit, all of it. Okay, this is the same way that I created the hello insert and the joy sign. Okay, I'll show you all some more people have hopped on. I'll show you all of that again so that everyone gets to see it. So I'm just inking around the edges. I do go around even the black part. I just kind of, this is a newer ink pad. And then anything that has little details that I can't get to, I'll use the Q-tip to get those details on there. So just go around the edges. There's something going on in my neighborhood. My neighbor's been working on his yard whenever he has a day off, so it must be a day off for him because I hear a backhoe out there. Sorry about the noise, but that is my life. That is my life. Okay, just going around the edges. I'll use the Q-tip to get in there, and those are just the pointy Q-tips. They're in the makeup section, CVS or places like that, Walgreens. Those usually have it. I get mine off Amazon because I don't like to go shop. So I'll just dip my Q-tip in the ink, and I kind of just draw with it. So you're just kind of drawing the lines, the details on the areas that you can't get to with the ink pad. Okay, so I'm just following the score lines, or where the like the face area, I want to do around that. I want to kind of accentuate that. So I'm doing around that. And then on the ear, where right between where the pink and the tan is. Okay. All right. So see how I did? Can you see a little bit? Okay. And then on the bow. Okay. So there's little things there, and then I'll do around the little knot part. Okay. All right. I think that's good. And I'm in a habit of covering up my ink pad so it doesn't dry out. I'm going to grab my glue. And I think what we should do, we should just put it on here and just glue everything onto here. Sometimes I might, if I'm doing a bunch, I might just glue them all onto the little reindeer first and then put it on there. But I'm going to glue him on first and then put all his pieces on. You don't need it on the entire thing. See how I just kind of have it here and there? I know, they are so cute. I know, I do. I do sleep, but not as much as I need to, I guess. I don't know. I sleep a lot more lately. So I take a lot more naps. And I've been told that's okay. Maybe I told myself that. You know, naps are a necessity lately. Like my nap that I took at the craft show, and then I dreamt that I was finding puppies. Yeah, my naps are a necessity. Oh, guess what? I didn't do a cross there. So let me just grab the Q-tip and see if I have enough ink to just go across. There we go. Okay. Yeah. I find that I'm just since being so sick after coming back from Africa and after my surgery last year, I have needed to have naps, and that's okay. I've accepted it. I have accepted that I have to have naps because I don't sleep very good at night. I worry that I'm not going to wake up to do my Facebook Live, and then, you know, I have people that worry when they don't see me on there. They shouldn't worry. They should just think, oh, Darlene slept in again. Yeah. Okay, there's that. Now, I'm not going to put polka dots on this bow. We'll leave one with polka dots, one without. There's the nose. Look how cute this is turning out. This is turning out so sweet. Okay. Now, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm going to tip it up so I can look at it. Look at how adorable he is. He is so sweet. She is so sweet. Can you share the link for the glue? Oh yeah. So this is the art glitter adhesive. Let me find that for you really quick. I can do that because it's just from my Amazon, and I recently ordered some. So I can go to my, it's called art glitter. It doesn't have glitter in it. I don't know what it's called that, but that's what it's called. Adhesive. Okay. It's called Art Glitter Designer Adhesive, and I will send you the link. I'll put it here. So share this item. Okay. All right. And I get a couple of pennies when you buy it. I have never got a payout yet. I don't think I've hit my $10 yet. I think you have to hit your $10 in order to get a payout. I have the associate link, but I've never got a payout. So I'm guessing that I haven't hit the level yet. Okay, let's get us a sponge to use for the letters. It's too hard to try to put the stuff on the back. I'm just going to cut off the end so I have a fresh end. Throw that part away that has glue on it. We'll put some in a little dish and we will do our words. Okay, so I just kind of tap the thing in the glue, get a little bit of it off, and then I'm just going to pick up my letters and put a little bit on here and there. You don't have to cover the whole thing, okay? You just have to have some here and there on the corners. Okay, and then get it lined up. There's score marks. You know exactly where it's going to go because see, there's score marks. That's what I mean. See how you can see the score marks? You know exactly the placement because I take the time to do those things for you guys. I make sure that there's score marks. If there's not already score marks on the design, I add the score marks in there so that you guys can easily do this. I don't want it to be hard. My whole thing is I don't teach you difficult things. I teach you things that can be easily duplicated. Okay, so there are some people that do really fancy projects that are like a higher level of crafting, I guess. I don't know, like that just require a lot more talent. I want every single one of you to be able to do this. What I did was not difficult. What I did was it's just one step at a time. Okay, so you saw exactly what I did. You can order the kit and then you can go back and you can watch the video. The videos are on Facebook for 30 days. After they get off of Facebook, they're still over on YouTube. You just have to find them. There is not a sort button or like a search button over there on my, you can't go to person's YouTube and search their videos. There used to be one. I don't know what happened to it. There is no longer a search option, at least not on my phone. So you just have to kind of scroll through. And you would know, like, this is the November kit. So you would go to November and look through all the November ones. So you can paint along with this. You can put this up on your TV. A lot of people do. Or you can have it on your iPad and you can just paint along with me. So I like things to be easy for you guys. I'm never going to give you something that's so difficult that the average person can't do it. I want everybody to be able to create. So that's the goal. Oh, I forgot to do around the outside. That's why I do my shading this way, because I want you guys to be able to do it easily. The ink pad is the easy way. I'm just going to go around here. Guess what? I didn't shade my letters either, because I was talking. I'm just going to go over the top of them. So you'll see that there's ways to fix things. Okay. I mess up all the time. Like I forgot to do this because I was talking. So I'm just taking, I'm not going to do the black one. I don't need to. I'm just going to take the ink pad and go along it. It'll be fine. No one's going to know. No one's going to know that Darlene was so busy flapping her gums. That you forgot a step. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so there's that. And then just do each piece the same. Use the little Q-tip. Q-tip is your friend with this because there's going to be areas that you can't get into. Just expect that you're going to have those little pointy Q-tips. They're great for helping you with the glue areas too. Like if there's something that where glue is oozing out, you grab a little Q-tip and clean it up. I do that all the time. So there's that. I'm just going around it. I dip this onto the ink pad, and then I am just following my little lines. Okay. So any area that I need to go into, I don't necessarily do all of the antlers. I just I do what I can. I don't worry about getting down every little, in every little nook and cranny of it. But if you feel like you need to take some off, like if you got some on there and it's like, oops, that's too much, wet a Q-tip and wipe it off. It's water soluble, this ink is. So it's not the end of the world if you get too much. Just wet it, or even if you need to start completely over, take a Clorox wipe, wipe it off. It will be fine. I'm on your TV right now. Oh, Sheila, thank you. I'm your little movie star. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, you can cast it. Is that what it's called? Casting it onto there. There's a certain button that you just press that I don't know how to do it. I've done it before, like years ago with a movie, but I guess I would just, I do have a smart TV. It's just it's the operator that's not as smart. Sometimes. Okay, so I'm just doing my little lines right here on my on the body part. Okay, getting those in there. And then this is the final part. We'll glue this together and then we'll be done. And I'm going to show you one more time the other two things. The joy. You get the joy if you order the insert for the hello door sign. And these blocks, you're going to get the joy thing free. It's a little shelf setter. Sometimes I'll do a stander. Sometimes I'll do a sign. It just depends. So with the ornaments, I actually did a sign this time instead of a little stander. So I kind of just, I looked at what space was available on the, oh, that's good. It dropped where it's supposed to be. On the sheet that I'm cutting, I'm like, which one has enough space for this or that? And that was how I made my choice this time, was by what will fit on what sheet. Yep. Okay, so that goes there. There's score marks. You know exactly, like here's the score marks for the butt of the reindeer. You know exactly where to put it. Okay, and then just kind of press down. And then here comes the body. This will go in there. You just have to get it just right. It does fit. If you ever have problems with things, just let me know. We're not perfect. We're not perfect. Things happen. Let me know if there's ever any issue with your order. I'm trying really hard. I had some people that had things that were missing that I'm trying to get caught up on that. It's a struggle, guys. Sometimes when there are things that are missing, I don't always get them into the next order, and I'm sorry. I try hard. Tara packs the orders, so I don't always get it there. Sometimes I'll say, let me know when you have an order for this person. They go, oh, I just packed one. It's out on the patio. And I'll race out there and I'll add it to it. Because it can happen. You can be missing a piece. You know, we are human. We try to be perfect, but you know what? We are just human. We're not robots. Sometimes I feel like it. Okay, we're almost there. I got to put the antlers on. And I think I will use my sponge to do the glue on that. It might be easier to just dab it. Dab-a-do. Okay. Fits right in there. on top of that. And then let's see if I have enough to do this. This is so cute, guys. I love the reindeer. Sometimes it's hard for me to decide what to do. Actually, I need some more. Let me just, there wasn't quite enough on that sponge. Sometimes it's hard for me to decide what to do. And this time I'm like, I'm going to do both the everyday kit and the ornament kit, all of the same reindeers. Okay, we're done. It is on there. It's going to stay. You're not moving. Okay, let me move this out of the way. That sponge is done. These guys we're done with. These are still good. Your laser has an off day and cuts the window. Well, like yes, exactly. There was something missing on there. It's just so weird how that happened. that bow, I don't know what happened. No idea. It can happen like that. It really can. So there can be glitches sometimes. Okay, so here's our 3 blocks. I'm going to bring in the house ladder. I have it right around the corner here. Thank you. You AirPlay it onto your iPhone. But when the ad, oh, that's perfect. Awesome. I love that. Okay, I think I'm going to do the red at the top. I think this is the way it should be. But I'm going to put some blue painter's tape in there. I'm going to show you guys what I do. So I just take, because I don't do these super tight, because here's the thing. If you are somewhere where it's going to swell because of humidity, sometimes wood will swell a little bit. These will get stuck. And so I don't want it to be difficult for you. So they're cut so there's just a little tiny bit of slack in there. I just put a piece of blue painter's tape that's going to hold that in there. And that's my solution. Look how cute. There's my little house. And then let me bring in this sign. Let me show you the sign. I'm going to go smaller so you can see the whole thing. There we go. Okay, so here's the sign. Here's the hello sign. So this comes out. So if you haven't been getting the monthly kits, you can start now. And then if you buy this and these, this is free. So aren't they so cute? The reindeer are adorable. I love them. I love their little smile, their little half smile like that. Okay, I'm going to put this back up on my wall over here. I'm going to leave that there, I think. Even though I do have the Thanksgiving one, I could put the Thanksgiving one on the other side. Okay, let me put this up to you. We're done. We're done. Yay. All right, so if you want this, you can grab it, but guess what? It's going to be there. Don't stress. You don't have to grab it today. I know how it is. Sometimes it doesn't fit into your budget that week. You have to wait to get paid. Sometimes it doesn't fit in for 2 weeks or a month. It's okay. These will be on the website for a couple of years. We leave our kits on there. We don't charge you guys ahead of time for any of that. What we do is we let you guys purchase, and then you can add other things to your order. We know shipping can be expensive, so you can order this and you can add things to your order. Yeah, so you're not just getting this in a box and paying the shipping for that. You get to have the opportunity. If you wanted other things, you can add it to the order. Sometimes people add 10 things to the order. Sometimes they'll add 1 thing to the order. It's totally up to you. So anyways, thank you for being here, guys. I love this. I think it's super cute. It turned out so cute. All the colors are perfect. I just love it. So when you order these, they probably will start shipping on Friday or Monday. A lot of times we have to get all the paperwork. You will get 2 sheets. Okay, so you get 1 sheet that has pictures of the project and then has all the colors of the paint. So you have that to look at. It will be with your order. And then the second sheet will be the project a little bit more enlarged so that you get a closer look at it. So the first sheet is like all the projects and the colors of the paint, and there's usually a long list. You saw how many colors I used. See how many colors I use. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 colors. Yeah, because I didn't use the yellow. All right, guys. I'm going to go. I'm going to clean up my paintbrushes. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you have questions,